Purpose. You know, I love talking about purpose. I've made a few videos on purpose. And I just find it to be so important, so valuable to know. You see, purpose gives you life. Purpose is life. You escape death when you have purpose. I really believe that a lot of the depression, a lot of the suicides that people commit from the depression is due to lack of purpose. And I'm talking about more of situational depression. I know, there's a whole nother side of depression where there's a chemical imbalance with an individual, but I mean more situational depression, to where you don't necessarily have a chemical imbalance, but you're depressed because of a tough or rough situation that you just went through. So I wanted to make that clear. But I feel for situational depression that most of the suicides that come from that are due simply to the fact that we lack purpose. We don't understand our purpose. We don't understand why we're here, why we're living, why we're breathing. What was I placed on this earth to do? That is a question that everybody has deep within them, that everybody wants to know. What was I brought here to do? What is my purpose? What is my calling? We all want to know those answers. We all want to know those answers. And I believe suicide is the main reason for suicide is because of lack of purpose. I say that because just due to my own experience. I've experienced situational depression twice in my life. And my ability to get through those times of depression was one because of my higher power, because of God. But besides him is the fact that I knew that I had purpose then, which is also due to him because he's the one who gives my life purpose. So I guess he's the reason for both. See, when I was depressed, I'm sitting in my room all alone. I'm sitting in my apartment all alone. Because I understood what my purpose was, I put my time and energy towards that. Now, a typical person that's depressed, they're not doing that. They're putting their time and their energy into their depression. They're sitting in their thoughts. They're listening to emotional music, which is, creating a deeper hole for them. Some people it may help. Some people it just creates a deeper hole. And, misery loves company. So sometimes we even punish ourselves with more misery, more pain. But that's because the feeling of not being worthy. So you inflict more pain on you. Though it may not be physical, for some people it is physical, cutting the wrist. A lot of times, I would say for most people, it's we inflict more emotional pain on us. And then it becomes a comfortability. That afflicting the pain onto ourselves becomes a comfortability, which becomes a habit, which leads down to a deeper, darker hole where people end up slipping into suicidal thoughts. So because I had my purpose in my life, I knew what I was here to do. And that was to help uplift people. That was to help people to heal people with my words, and I guess also help people with my words, my wisdom. I had that purpose. So in those times of depression, I put that time and that energy into making content, making videos. If I felt a slight hint of a suicidal thought, I would end that right away and go create content. I put my energy into thinking about new videos to make, new concepts, new ideas. I look back on the times that I was depressed and I just think to myself, how did I get through? How did I get through that time? How did I have the energy to even make those videos? Usually when people are depressed, they stop doing everything. They stop doing everything. You have no motivation. The motivation is gone to do anything. My motivation was still there because I had purpose. I had a reason for living. I had a reason for being here. And I would think to myself, at the end of the day, nothing else in this life matters but my purpose. So yes, I feel this sadness. Yes, I feel this anger, but I can't allow it to distract me from what I was brought here to do by my higher power. And that is to heal people, to spread the word, to heal people, to give people light, to show people how to become successful, whether it's in their walk with Christ or it's to become a successful father, to become a successful partner, friend, because we all know success is subjective. It doesn't just apply to monetary. Success thrives in all aspects of life, and I just want to help people to get into that area of life. Reaching some kind of success in life, some kind of peace in life. So because I've known that's been my mission, I know that's my objective, I try not to allow anything that happens on this earth to take me out of that motivation, to take me out of that truth, to take me out of that understanding that I'm here for something bigger than me. And I must stay focused on that. That took me out of my depression. Purpose. I'm here for a reason. This is why purpose is so important. In Viktor Frankl's book, Man's Search for Meaning, he was a Jew that was locked up, and I can't think of the term of the camps, but the Nazi camps with other Jews. And he mentioned that the Jews that survived those camps were the ones that realized that they had something worth fighting for. They had purpose. Those were the only ones that survived that horrific life, those horrific camps. The only way that those people survived was because they had purpose. They had a reason to fight for life. Whether it was family, whatever it was that they made up in their mind that they deserved living for, they allowed that to be their motivation to go through starvation, to go through torture. So when you have purpose, it defeats death. It reminds me of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Both of them knew that they were going to die. Neither one of them thought that they were going to live a long life. They said it themselves. Malcolm knew. I know a lot more about Malcolm than Michael. I knew a lot more about Malcolm than Martin because I've read about 2 or 3 books on Malcolm. So I have a great level of understanding of how he thought. And it was said, he said it himself, that he knew he wasn't going to survive. He was getting those kind of threats. He knew it was going to happen. But he continued to go around to different churches, spreading the word of the Quran, because he was walking in his purpose. And because he was walking in his purpose, he didn't fear death. The only people that really fear death are the people that feel like they haven't done enough in life. They haven't done the things that they wanted to do. They never found their purpose. If you're fulfilling your purpose, you can leave life. I can die. If I came here and done what I thought I was brought here to do, or I'm doing the thing that brings me the most joy in life, if I've done that, completed that, I can die. There's nothing more out of life that I need. So when you're walking in your purpose, you don't fear death. You may be fearing of what comes next, but that has to deal with you and your spiritual life, if you have one. But because I have a spiritual life, I don't necessarily fear what's to come. nor did Malcolm, nor did Martin. They didn't need to fear what was to come because they were spiritual. So it allowed them to walk in their purpose with no fear. And how free is that? That is so free. That is so free not to fear, to be okay with an undesirable outcome that you know is coming for you, but to be okay with it because you know that you're doing what you were brought here to do. You know what you're doing is more important than yourself. Getting that word out was more important than himself. So they died risking their lives to improve the lives of their people. How courageous, how free. That's why they inspire me. They inspire me to become more than myself. I love what I do because I've been helping people. People email me all the time. People text me all the time asking for advice. I'm doing God's work. I'm giving the word to people when they need it, when they ask for it. I always give time to people, even if I'm busy, even if it's late at night. I'm walking in my purpose. I'm living in my purpose. I'm doing what I believe I was called to do. I enjoy it. I do it for free. I do it for free. It's all about giving. Some people give financially. Some people give clothes. This is how I give. But I want us all, if we don't know what our purpose is, to continue searching for it. Ask God for guidance if you're spiritual. He will always lead you to truth. He is truth and he is the way. But I thank you guys for watching this video. I hope I can help. If I just help one person out there, or if I give somebody an epiphany, if I give one person an epiphany to change something about their lives or to put their lives into a different direction, I feel like I've done my job. So I thank you guys for taking the time to listen to me ramble. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out.